Hi guys, and welcome to today's tutorial. In today's lesson we're going to look at the different types of faults that you can get. Okay, so we're going to look at different types of faults, okay? And faults are grouped according to the type of movement that they have. We're going to look at three different types of faults. We're going to look at a normal fault, which is this one here. We're going to look at a reverse fault, which is this one here. And then we're going to look at a Tare fault, which is this one here. Okay, so let's write this up for you. So you've got a normal fault. You've got a reverse fault. And you've got a Tare fault. Okay, so we're going to just talk about each one of these now. The first one is a normal fault. A normal fault happens when happens at constructive plate boundaries, where there's lots of tension, where the plates are pulling apart. And these result from the tension stretches as the plates pull apart. And what happens is the movement is normally vertical. Okay, so you can see that the movement here, the fault line, is like it's vertical. And what happens is one block slips down past the other one. So this one here used to be in line with this one up here, but it's actually after slipping down because of the tension as the plates pull apart from each other. The next one we're going to look at is a reverse fault, and reverse faults happen at destructive plate boundaries, so the two plates are crashing into each other at destructive plate boundaries, and lots of like compression, so lots of pressure builds up. And what happens here is the movement is vertical as one block of rock is forced up onto the other one. Okay, so this block is being forced up onto this block here. So because of the compression of the two plates at destructive plate boundaries crashing against each other, it actually forces this block onto the other block. And the last one is a Tare fault. And a Tare fault is when happens at conservative plate boundaries, when plates are sliding past each other. And what happens here is you get the fault, the Tare fault. It's a horizontal fault. Because the plates are moving in opposite direction, a Tare fault here just forms. An example of this is a famous one is the San Andreas fault in California in West America. So as you can see from these three, you see where the black line is here. They're the different faults that you get. Okay, so you got the normal fault, the reverse fault, and you've got the Tare fault. And one thing to note is that these lines of weakness where these faults actually develop can be further like helped by weathering and erosion, because the weathering the elements can get into the fault lines. So weathering and erosion does become very effective and does actually help to make the faults bigger. Okay, so that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a really short one on the types of faults that you can get. So we looked at the three different types of faults. One that you get at constructive plate boundaries, destructive plate boundaries, and conservative plate boundaries. If you enjoyed it, can you please leave me some feedback? Can you tweet us at ExamRevision4U? And can you follow us on Facebook at it's ExamRevision? And can you follow us on Instagram at ExamRevision4U? If you'd like some more videos, please check out our website, examrevision.ie. Thanks guys.